All right, let's talk next. Trump is threatening to place a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada if they don't fix the border situation pronto. Now, I'm seeing a lot of fear-mongering about this. Oh, tariffs are going to blah, blah. I'm not the biggest fan of tariffs. That's one of the issues I separate myself from Trump on. I think with like we were talking about with Jacob Wilson on the show, tariffs to an extent are an effective bargaining tool. When it becomes your primary source of income is when it becomes a problem. Or when it becomes a source of income you depend on is when it creates problems, right? So think about this, say you work in retail, and it's the holiday season, right? Naturally, you're going to get a bunch more hours because you're busier. The store's bringing in more money, yada, yada, yada. You're going to get a bunch of overtime, though. So you're getting an extra $400 or $500 a paycheck. Relying on a tariff as part of your national income is like taking that $400 to $500 a paycheck that you get in November and December and maybe January during Christmas and Black Friday season and applying it to the other 9 to 10 months out of the year. And saying, well, I'm going to have this $400 to $500 every month. No, it's not sustainable, right? You can't count on getting overtime every single paycheck, especially not as much as you get during the holidays. That's the problem with the tariff. There's two ways to look at tariffs, right? There's the way of we're going to use this as an income generator and just keep them up permanently, which is a bad way to use them. And there's the way that Donald Trump has been talking. Now, I know he's talked about replacing the income tax with, I don't know how that would be sustainable. The concept of tariffs is risky, but the way he wants to use them, in my opinion, is effective. Trump doesn't want to use it as a way to generate income. He wants to use it as a stick to punish other countries and threaten them with. So you can try to start this, but I guarantee you we outlast you. Throw a tariff on us. See who needs who more. We'll build shit here. You don't have the infrastructure to build shit there. You're going to need us. So he's telling them until they get the border situation under control, they're going to get hit with a tariff. Trudeau has already said, hey, oh, no, because Trudeau's a pussy. Has already said, whoa, no, let's talk, Donald. Let's talk. I don't want the tariff because Trudeau he may be a pussy, but he knows what's up. The communist president down in Mexico, south of the border, the newly elected Jewish, European, Mexican communist president, go figure that out. She's trying to throw her tits around and say, well, we'll tariff you right back. And Trump's like, all right, bet. Or you could just fix your fucking border and stop sending all your problem children up here. How about that? Or we'll hit you with a 25% tariff. That tariff's never going to come. And that's part of the reason I wasn't concerned about Trump with some of the issues that I didn't agree with him on, why I was fine with voting for him this time around. Because I understand that there's three schools of thought in Congress. There's the MAGA conservatives who have attached their brand to Trump, and they know if they want to fundraise and get reelected and advance in their political career, they have to go along with him. The Matt Gaetzes, Lauren Bobberts of the world. That's fine, whatever. There's the Democrats who, for the most part, are going to oppose everything he does. Then you have that third school of thought. And there's three different types that are in there. And this is just on the tariff issue. But there's three different types that fall into this category. Number one, you've got the moderate Republicans, the Don Bacons of the world, right? Number two, you've got the libertarian-leaning Republicans who are more hardline free market like myself, like the Thomas Masseys of the world. Number three, you've got those blue dog Democrats like Jared Golden up in Maine's 2nd District that goes traditionally Republican, but he has to, kind of toe the line there and tiptoe very carefully with his party and with the conservative and Republican side if he wants to keep his job. So those three all fall into there, and you don't know which way those guys are all going to vote on all these issues that are big with Trump. Some of these more extreme tariffs, some of these more extreme policies I don't agree with Trump on. He's not going to have the votes in Congress to pass. That's why I wasn't worried about it. The fact is, he's put tariffs on before. And it wasn't the disaster that we thought it was going to be, that everyone said it was going to be. He put tariffs on in his first term. Do you know what happened? Most of you probably didn't even know he put tariffs on in his first term because it really didn't affect us all that much. He put reasonable tariffs on and he used them as bargaining and negotiating chips with other countries like China. Now, those tariffs were set to expire after a certain amount of time. The problem is the Biden administration came in and they took the tariff and they went, oh, we like this. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're not just going to take this tariff. We're going to expand it. We're going to extend it. We're going to make it permanent. We're going to make it higher, bring in more money off of it. And that's when you saw the housing market get so damn expensive. That's part of the reason, is because the Biden administration took tariffs that were meant to keep China in check and be used as a bargaining tool and tried to use them as an income generator. And that's why part of the reason why housing is so expensive in this country to build, why you don't see a lot of new housing developments, because a lot of our steel and other things come from China. That's where we get it the cheapest. That's why a lot of prices shot up, not just steel and housing. Because the Biden administration used tariffs incorrectly. Now, I do think Trump is a little aggressive on the tariffs. Again, I don't see him getting any of that done. The powers of the executive branch have been severely limited based on a couple of recent Supreme Court decisions. I don't think he can just go in and wave a magic wand and make a lot of these tariffs happen. But I'm not as scared of them as a lot of the fear-mongering you're seeing in the mainstream media right now. I'm just not. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with all of it, but I'm not concerned about it because I just don't see it happening. I'm way more concerned with World War III. Right? I'm way more concerned with the reckless spending policies that you're seeing from the Biden administration. At least with Trump, they're going to make an effort to stop the spending. They're going to make an effort to stop the wars. Biden and the Democrats have made it clear how they stand on these issues. They have no problem letting them not only continue, but continue to escalate and get worse.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you can actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.